Hello everyone. Today what we're going to be addressing is suckers. What are suckers? What do suckers do against you? I'm not talking about the bad suckers that people do. I'm talking about plant suckers. So at the bottom of this bush, which turning into a miniature tree, are suckers. That's enveloping its entire self around the base of this tree. We're going to be taking care of the three suckers here in a row. There are three trees. Let me show them to you. The one part, this is still the climbing wall. 1, 2, and 3. So, part 1 of this particular series, we're going to remove the suckers. Part 2 will be removing the grass underneath and around the base. And part 3 is going to be placing some more weed barrier and more blue rubber all the way around the base to make it look a little prettier than what it is right now. Alright, so let's get started, and thanks a lot for watching us. Now we're going to use a combination of these tools. This is basically for cutting branches. This is to kind of like trim it down the bush. We're not going to do that today. And we're also going to use a weed whacker. That's allowing the dogs to cooperate. Welcome to Healthy Vegan Living, a whole food, plant-based lifestyle. Now these are little cutters over here. Oh, yeah, right up here. Can't see it. This one here and this one here. I have some sharper ones in the house. We're going to try these first and see if I can cut the suckers off. And I brought two of them because they have different angles. Now I'm sitting on this paper to protect my bottoms because the grass is wet, and I was using this rig to be able to decide where the camera was at. Alright, so what I did this morning is I raked up all these leaves and I'll be throwing them away. Eventually I'll be making a compost pile and I will be saving these, but at present we're doing a lot of things inside and out. We just don't have the time. Alright, for the suckers, you just simply try to cut them at the base. See, these are like basic little trees. White things? TJ's over here helping me out, as you guys can see.
Okay, for the second tree or bush, what we're going to do is take off all of these suckers like these down here. All of these down here. A little thorns on them. They feel kind of weird. Anyway, and we're going to remove these rocks because we're going to use them for a different purpose. These over here are underground sprinklers. For now we are going to be removing these rocks, cutting the suckers off all the way up to up here. You see, like little ones like this, you don't want this. I'm going to take those off. Okay? And the third one we have to do is the easiest. We have just a few shrubs to cut. Then we're going to apply the paper over here. Then we're going to lay it down with those rocks and then go get the weeder. And that way we can put this weed edging, which is what I have over here. This edging here. This one right here. With the stakes, and then we'll be able to put more of the blue stuff, which you can see I have a lot of. I want to use this all up as much as possible, and then I'll get some ground cover for the rest. Alright, so we're going to go back to the second tree. I'm going to show you a more close-up shot of what I'm doing.
Okay, and then you take your cutters and you cut these off. And if you have these rocks, you pull them out and you save them for when you do the screen cloth, the weed cloth. We're going to be using these to anchor them down. They're nice and decorative, these rocks, but right now they're not needed anymore. The plants are large, they don't need to be protected. So, okay, so today's thing is to get the suckers off. Now this one also has ants, and what we're going to do is the rubber will take care of that. You don't have to use pesticides to get rid of them. The pesticide company that we belong to doesn't take care of that for us. Make sure you see what I'm seeing. So what they do, they only squirt around the area. They don't take care of vegetation. Now you want to hit this as close to the ball as possible. Sometimes it's just darn difficult. Here, I broke that one off. You know, this has got to come off because we're going to be putting in our stuff. Okay, more rocks. Now if you're interested where I got my information, I got it from the Sunset Garden magazine. It's a study manual. It tells you how to take care of your plants. I'll show you a picture of that too. Now you see down here on the base of a tree there are little green things over here. That has got to go too. If you don't cut those, then you'll have bigger suckers from that. You don't want that. Anything that's green, it's got to come off. And these up here further up the branch, right over here, they got to go too. Alright, so now what we're going to do is go do that one right there next.
Okay, so now we're at the third bush. We're going to do the same thing. Just be careful not to cut your water hose. This is what this gold line is over here. And we're going to cut it all the way up to the top, except we're going to stop where these branches are smooth. That's where we're going to stop at. Okay? And then you take your cutters, and I'm just doing this left-handed. And this one also has hands. And over here on the top, you want to get all these little bushes off. Over here. Alright, I'm going to show you when I'm finished what it looks like. So there's Joy, my helper. Oh, she just left. Alright, so this is the end of this tree. You can see there's no more shrub now. The next part here will be to push back the ground cover, the old ground cover, putting in the paper and getting the weed. We don't have the parts for that right now, so we're going to wait. So this one here doesn't have very many weeds on it, so it'll be a very nice one to start part 2 on, where we can just, but we're going to get the parts first for it. Now this one over here has minimal weeds, but you see this sage over here, this Mexican sage, needs to be cut back some. So we're going to give that a little bit of an edge. As for the orange flowers, that's bougainvillea. They have thorns on them. I'm going to carefully lift them out of there, and I'm going to train them against the wall. That's another video coming. The first bush we did was right here, and that is going to need some severe work. The crabgrass has entered the area, and it's going to take time to get done. So this is the end of part 1. We'll see you for part 2.
If you like this channel, please subscribe. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Thank you for watching.